Now we're going to decision trees graphical. So again, we're doing maximization of profits. So okay, so let's go over to minimizing of costs, just to change the previous example. So in this scenario, we'll draw branches, and we'll do it on a graphical way. Okay, so let's just do it. First, we have the selected node of 1, and let's say we have 3 branches. You have to already plan ahead. So what are the 3 branches? So decision 1 would be, let's say you want to minimize the cost, and this is just a personal personal decision. So for example, decision 1 would be take masters. All right, take a second PhD. All right, take a second PhD course, PhD program. Okay, and then the decision 2 would be, okay, so the profit would be, well, this is a cost already, right? So maybe the profit here would be, why am I calculating profit? It should be minimizing cost, right? So maybe this is the cost. So yeah, so maybe the cost. So okay, so on that cost, the cost would be, let's say, around 200,000. Okay, now decision number 2. Okay, so decision 2 would be renovation of house. This is a poor example, but maybe not house. Renovation of the front wing, whatever that is, the front porch, right? And the cost would be around maybe 150,000. Okay, display dollar signs on the tree. Yeah, and then the decision 3 would be again, minimizing costs, right? Minimizing costs. What about purchase second-hand car? All right, and let's say it's about 300,000. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So for purchasing of second-hand car, we have 3 events. Change to event mode. Yeah, so we have 3 events, and we should include probability in the event. So let's say the purchase of a second-hand car on a good year, or on a poor turnout, right? On a poor economy, okay, which is about, let's say, 40% of the time in the past, the cost would be, I think this is a bad example, right? This is a bad example. Purchase of a second-hand car. So yeah, in a poor economy, you would be losing money. So losing money or spending cost. So let's say spending additional 150,000 grand for event number 2, which is about 50% of the time. The 15,000 only. So we have work on it. So this is about 10,000. So maybe 100,000 while 150, right? On a good year, the event number 2 is, okay, event number 2 is an average economy, right? Average economy, okay? While event number 3 would be like a good economy. A good economy would be around 10% of the time, which is something not believable. So maybe just put it at 20. Profit would be loss. This is loss, should be, okay? Loss about 80,000 additional. Okay, so poor economy would be, so 2 plus 5, 7. This should be around 30% of the time. Yeah. Okay. So now for renovation of the front porch and branches. So an event, again, we have poor economy. God, sorry about that. My mouse just took a suicide jump. It's 0.3 at a time, and it's losing. I'm just in the front porch, so we'll maybe spending more, right? So spending more would be around 20,000. Yes. Okay. Average economy would be spending only 150,000, let's say, while oh no, average economy would spend, well, this is 50% of the time, and it's spending 150,000, right? While event 6 would be a good economy, and it's about 20% of the time, and renovation would cost around 125,000 maybe, right? So let's just remove the profits here, right? Okay, so delete that, because there will be no need for that, because we already included, yeah, we've already included the subport. So what happens here? So the meaning of this is you're going to choose among the 3 choices, and you want to minimize the cost. So it should be either taking a second PC program. So this should be around okay, so let's change this into 180,000, or else it will always be the worst scenario, right? So 180,000, whatever the economy is. Okay, so for renovation of the front porch, if it's a poor economy, you'll spend more, 200,000. Average economy, 150,000 only. In a good economy, you'll spend 125,000. Purchase second-hand car, poor economy, you spend more, 150,000. Average economy, 100,000. Good economy, 80,000. I think this would be the choice, because this is a lot cheaper than this, right? Again, this is just a scenario, and of course, we have nothing against, taking PhD or renovation of your house or something like that, And maybe the examples are really skewed. Anyway, yeah. So if this is the case, then data, all right. Okay. So yeah. So we have to solve it. So when you solve it, then you see that okay. So EMV is 111,000. 111,000 means this is the scenario with the least cost. Expected monetary value is 111,000. Okay, why? Because it computes the probability of the poor economy, which is 30%. Average economy 100, good economy 80,000. So the average expectancy is 111,000. For the renovation of the porch, it will be 160,000 because of this scenario. So poor economy, average is there, good. Now taking second PhD program is 180,000, whatever the economy is. So there's no branches, there are no branches, and you will notice that the scenario that's best is given purchasing of the second-hand car. So it's pretty straightforward, right? So it will choose the scenario with the least cost. Okay, what about if we convert it into a profit scenario? And of course this will be changed, right? So for example, taking second PhD program, what would be the net cost? So this, okay, let's okay, so project A. So let's just use gold fashion project A, which is 180,000. Renovation of front porch. This is now project B. Okay. Project B. Again, on a poor economy, the cost. So now this will change. 20 to 30% poor economy. It would be. Let's put a loss. All right. So loss of 10,000. Okay. On an average economy, it will earn around 80,000. But on a good economy, it will earn maybe 200,000. Right. So project C. I'm clicking on the node. All right. So project C would be project C. Okay. So on a poor economy, it's bound to lose 25,000 pesos or dollars in this case. Average economy, it stands to win about 75,000, while on a good economy, it stands to earn 190,000. So it will be, yeah, that case. So that it will now be tough to call, right? It's tough to call. Project A, yeah, project A would be, maybe we'll put it somewhere in between the two. So let's say 190, 200. So let's say it's 160,000. But no matter what the turnout of the economy is, then it's gonna be that 160,000, right? Okay, yeah. So now we want to maximize profit. So what will be the best scenario? So file, and what's that? Did I? Oh no, I think I did not. Did I edit the date? Yeah. Unhandled exception. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, solve. Okay, so here we are given the scenario. Okay, so I think this is pretty much obvious now. Looking at the, looking at it from the perspective now of there's no negative, profit, or there's no loss. So since there's no loss and you're assured of 160,000, then maybe that, well, of course it would be that. Okay, let's redraw withdraw, and let's not make it 160,000 because it will be not no much. So let's just put it at, let's say you will only earn 60,000. Okay, so which is pretty much but let's even lower it down to 55,000. So what does this mean? In a whatever scenario of the market is, you will stand to earn 55,000. So it's like placing a bond deposit, a bond placement. No matter what the scenario of the market is, you will stand to earn 55,000. However, if you pursue project B, okay, so in a poor market, you will stand to lose. On average market, you win 80,000. On a good market, you earn 200,000. So this is how it looks like, really, right? Okay, so yeah, okay, edit data. I think I had a problem there again. So solve. So what will be the best scenario according to this? The best scenario would be project B. Project B expected market value is 77,000. Yeah, even though you have a risk of 10,000 if there is a poor economy, which is 30% of the 30% probability. Second scenario, best scenario, is project C with 68,000. The loss, however, the risk is $25,000 on a poor economy, which is 30%. Project A is the worst choice of the three, among the three, because no matter what the economy is, you stand to earn only 55,000. But it really depends on you whether you will pursue that, because if you look at the difference between 55,000 and 77,000, project B, well, your loss would happen only 30% of the time. 70% of the time, you stand to win better than project A. So that is the decision analysis tree. So you can use this in whatever scenario that you wish to pursue. For example, which mutual fund should I use, or should I place in? Is it the bond funds? Is it the money market fund? Is it the balance fund, equity fund, or the index fund? So those are scenarios that you can place here, and using graphical nodes, you will be able to see which is the best scenario of the decision table. Alright, so that's it for now. Thank you and see you next video.